This is the story of a struggling filmmaker, a wealthy man, and a guardian angel. When their lives collide, they each discover a new meaning of life, hope, and what it truly means to be human. High above the city, Gabriel, a low-ranking guardian angel, watches over people from a rooftop. His quiet duty is to prevent accidents caused by texting and driving. He appears in cars unseen, touches the driver's shoulder, and saves lives just in time. One day, Gabriel sits behind Arj, a struggling filmmaker working random gigs to survive. After another job rejection, Arj feels defeated, wondering if he should just give up. When Gabriel reads his texts, he stops the car as usual, but this time, he worries about Arj's hopelessness. Arj spends his day completing small app-based tasks. First, he waits 2 long hours in a bakery line for a client, only for the buns to sell out. The client cancels the task, ignoring Arj's effort. Moments later, he learns that a rich man named Jeff bought everything. Next, Arj does laundry for a rude family whose kid mocks him for wasting his college degree. Losing patience, Arj snaps and rants that the American dream is dead, earning him a bad rating. Tired, broke, and ticketed for parking violations, Arj keeps pushing through his day while Gabriel silently watches. At a hardware store, Arj meets Elena, who's organizing a labor union. She insists workers deserve better, but Arj doesn't believe change is possible. That evening, they meet again at a food stall, share dinner, and talk about Arj's dream of becoming a documentarian. Gabriel feels relieved to finally see Arj smile. That night, Arj sleeps in his car, lying to his father on the phone about having an apartment. To fall asleep, he plays a meditation podcast, constantly interrupted by ads he can't afford to remove. Meanwhile, in heaven, manager Martha gathers the guardian angels. Each shares stories of saving people, from disasters, falls, or despair. One angel talks about helping a lost soul rediscover meaning in life. Gabriel listens, inspired, wishing for a deeper purpose. When he asks Martha for more meaningful work, she refuses, saying he isn't ready. Back on Earth, Arj's life keeps spiraling. He sleeps in parking lots, showers at the gym, and befriends a homeless man named Leonard. Then one day, fate connects him again with Jeff, who hires him to clean his garage. Impressed by Arj's speed and creativity, Jeff offers him a 1-week trial as his assistant, which soon turns into a permanent job. Arj finally moves into a motel and starts to feel hopeful. Jeff gives him a company credit card, warns him about his gun for emergencies, and even lends him a jacket for a date. But when Arj takes Elena to an expensive restaurant and pays with Jeff's card, things collapse fast. The next day, Jeff fires him. Homeless again, Arj sells plasma for money and ends up sick. That night, he falls asleep at a diner and wakes to find his car towed. Watching him break down, Gabriel decides Arj is a lost soul, someone who needs guidance, not saving. He appears before Arj, who panics at the sight of an angel. Gabriel calms him and shows him a vision of his future. Long delivery shifts, living with Elena at her mom's house, struggling to pay bills, and losing their sick dog. Arj screams that this isn't hope. When Arj wishes he could live like Jeff instead, Gabriel grants it, switching their lives. Arj wakes up in Jeff's luxurious car, wearing designer clothes. The world treats him with respect. He spends freely, attends fancy dinners, and orders Jeff around. When he meets Elena again, she doesn't recognize him, but they still connect instantly and share a kiss. At week's end, Gabriel returns to ask if Arj wants to go back. Arj refuses. Gabriel admits he can't force him. Only Arj's choice can undo it. When Gabriel confesses his mistake to Martha, she's furious. Arj was never his assignment. Elena was. As punishment, she strips Gabriel of his wings until he fixes everything. Now wingless and human, Gabriel experiences hunger, exhaustion, and fear for the first time. He and Jeff, now poor, share a motel room. Jeff takes delivery jobs, but quickly learns how cruel the world can be. Rude clients, no tips, constant blame, and endless exhaustion. Many restaurants have already replaced workers with robots. When the app delays payment, They end up sleeping in the car. Meanwhile, Arj's wealth isolates him. He invites Elena to Paris, but she refuses, saying she must fight for workers' rights. Frustrated, Arj drives off texting and crashes, falling into a coma. Gabriel tells Jeff he'll have to remain poor until Arj wakes up. Seeking help, Gabriel visits Martha again, who fires him completely. Now fully human, Gabriel tastes food for the first time and finds it overwhelming and beautiful. Weeks pass. Jeff fails to find work, and Gabriel ends up washing dishes. When he sees how little his paycheck is after taxes, he's shocked. His coworker Felipe says he works 3 jobs just to survive. When Arj wakes up, he pretends to have amnesia to avoid switching back. Jeff visits him, unaware of the act. Desperate, Gabriel remembers his true mission, to guide Elena. He finds her at the hardware store, passionately arguing for unionization, and steps in to encourage her. Security throws him out, but Elena's courage grows stronger. Although the vote fails, she doesn't give up. Gabriel, feeling hopeless, gets drunk. Felipe takes him to a club to cheer him up, where Gabriel meets a woman he once saved. Seeing her happy life reminds him that even small acts matter. Meanwhile, Jeff loses his delivery job as robots replace humans. Furious, he realizes how broken the system really is. Desperate for money, he sneaks into his old house to steal back his watches, unaware that Arj is hosting a birthday party there. At the party, Arj sees his old friends, his father, Leonard, and even Elena, all changed by wealth. Leonard reminds Arj that generosity makes him different from the selfish rich. Gabriel crashes the party and passes out, high on chocolate edibles, while Arj convinces Elena to dance. She admits she regrets not going to Paris, but refuses to abandon her cause. When Jeff tries to steal his watches, Arj panics and shoots him in the arm. Realizing Arj faked his amnesia, Jeff confronts him at the hospital. Arj apologizes and asks Gabriel to switch their lives back. But Gabriel explains it only works if Arj truly believes his own life is worth living, not out of guilt. For now, the 3 stay together in the mansion, laughing and bonding. Martha appears again and tells Gabriel, lost souls don't need angels, they need each other. Soon after, they meet Elena at a taco stand. She's organizing again, hopeful despite setbacks. Gabriel takes everyone to the club to celebrate. Outside, he admits he feels like a failure, but Arj comforts him, saying they both learned what really matters, not money, but connection, joy, and self-worth. Smiling, Gabriel touches his shoulder. In an instant, Arj finds himself back on the night his car was towed. This time, the restaurant worker offers him a ride, showing him unexpected kindness. Meanwhile, Jeff, back in his mansion, discovers Arj's unpaid tickets and pays them off. Later, during a company meeting, Jeff announces higher pay and benefits for workers, vowing to stop replacing people with AI. Arj, now a delivery driver, soon quits, leaving a message on the whiteboard inspiring others to do the same. He starts filming a documentary about gig workers, continuing his relationship with Elena. One night, as they share tacos, Arj leaves one on the table, a quiet thank you to Gabriel, the angel who taught him what life truly means. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you won't miss more stories. Thanks for watching.